Matched or paired samples. Objectives. Dear student, after the end of this video, you will be able to first test a matched or paired sample. Second, read the results of matched or paired sample testing. Third, interpret the result of matched pair or paired sample testing. Perform a hypothesis test on a difference between two population means using R with a state conclusion. Example. A study was conducted to investigate the effectiveness of hypothesis in reducing pain. Results for randomly selected subjects are shown in Table 2. A lower score indicates less pain. The before value is matched to an after value and the difference are calculated. عندنا هذا السؤال يتكلم عن study بحثي لمعرفة effectiveness of hypnotism. راح أعيد السؤال كامل، راح يعيد هذه الجزئية. A study was conducted to investigate the effectiveness of hypnotism in reducing pain. Results for randomly selected subjects are shown in Table 2. A lower score indicates less pain. The before value is matched to an after value and the difference are calculated. إذا عندنا هذا الستدي لدراسة الeffectiveness ولا التأثير للهايبوتيزم in reducing the pain، في تخفيف الألم. راح يعيد الشرح بالعربي. هذه الدراسة عندنا بحثية لمعرفة تأثير عقار على تقليل الألم، والبيانات المعطاة عندنا راح تكون على درجة الألم، وكلمة before and after will indicate the difference and will be calculated، يعني قبل أخذ الدواء وبعد أخذ الدواء. والقيمة المعطاة عندنا في هذا التيبل في تيبل 2 هي قيمة الفرق بين درجة الألم قبل وبعد أخذ هذا الدواء. السؤال في هذا الإكزامبل أو المطلوب منا are the sensors measurement on average lower after hypnotism. Test at 5% significance level. إذا المطلوب منا هنا هو معرفة on average التأثير لهذا العقار. Solution. Considering before and after value from matched pair, calculate after minus before. إذا مطلوب منا هنا أو المطلوب إنه إحنا راح نركز على هذه الجزئية اللي هي after and before، لذلك إحنا استخدمنا الماتشد بير. متى نستخدم الماتش بير تيست؟ لما يكون عندنا علاقة بين المتوسطين الموجودة عندنا، يعني بينهم connect أو علاقة في البيانات. The data for the test are the difference، هذه بيانات هي للديفرنس. The sample means and sample standard deviation of the difference are x bar d is equal -3.3 and the standard deviation at the matched pair is 2.91. Variety, verify these values. Let mu d be the population mean for the difference. We use the subscript D to denote the difference. إذا كل letters D في هذا الفقرة هو بيرمز إلى difference. وإحنا ليش نتكلم عن difference؟ لأننا عندنا matched pair، أوجدنا البيانات difference بإيجادها، وكمان عندنا sample mean و sample deviation للديفرنس. Random value. X bar D equal the mean difference of the sensory measurement. النول hypothesis عندنا هل المين أو المتوسط لهذا الماتشد pair أكبر من أو أقل أو أكبر من أو يساوي الصفر. The null hypothesis is zero or positive, meaning that there is the same or more pain felt after hypnotism. That means the subject show no improvement. Mu D is the population mean of the difference. The alternative hypothesis, MD is less than zero. The alternative hypothesis is negative, meaning there is less pain felt after hypnotism. That means the subject shown improvement. The score should be lower after hypnotism, so the difference out the negativity. Right. The score should be lower after hypnotism, so the difference out to be negative to indicate improvement. Distribution for the test. The distribution is a student with degrees of freedom n-1. n-1 equals to 8 minus 1, which is equal to 7. Use T7. Notice that the test is for the single population mean. And we can see here calculating the test statistic and look up the critical value using the student distribution. The calculated value of the test statistic is 3.06 and the critical value of the T distribution with 7 degrees of freedom at 5% level of confidence is equal to 1.895 with one tail test. إذا بعد ما وجدنا أو حسبنا التي distribution عندنا وأوجدنا قيمته من التيبل ورسمنا هذه المعطيات على الجرافس اللي عندنا، نقدر نشوف إن عندنا one tailed بالمعطى اللي أعطينا في الهايبوثيسيس أو الفرضيات حقتنا، وبالcalculation we can see that we have 5 level of confidence in one tail test. We can write now our conclusion. X bar D is a random variable for the difference. راح أعيد تسجيل هذه الشريحة. X bar D is the random variable for the difference. The sample mean and sample standard deviation of the difference are X bar D is equal to negative 3.13. S bar D is 2.91. Compare the critical value for alpha against the calculated t-test. The conclusion from using the comparison of the calculated test statistic and the critical value will give us the result in this question. The calculated test statistic is 3.06 and the critical value is 1.895. The test statistic is clearly in the tail and thus we cannot accept the null hypothesis that there is no difference between the two situations, hypothesis and not هذه الجزئية. Thus we cannot accept the null hypothesis that there is no difference between the two situations, hypothesized and not hypothesized.